Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's just Olivia Lewis, and today I am going to do a story time for you guys. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'm not gonna waste any time. So this is the time that my client scammed me. So this was about probably a year and a half ago. So I don't know if people know, but I guess some people know, I do sell wigs. Well, I used to have a website that sold wigs and like girly stuff, you know, like makeup, like some makeup, like some bags, some shoes, little stuff like that, you know, girl necessities. And I had this girl hit me up on Instagram saying that she was really interested in one of the wigs that I was selling. And this was normal for me, like people would hit me up on Instagram all the time and purchase from me, so it was nothing out of the ordinary. So when she DM'd me, it felt like normal, right? So when she DM'd me, she practically said, hey girl, I love this wig, can you show me, you know, like the wig that she wanted. And I showed her some pictures of that, and she's like, okay, do you have any others? And I showed her the others that I had. Of course we exchanged like details, and just because I don't go on Instagram a lot, and that's something that I need to change, I did tell her to send me a friend request on Facebook, sorry. So she DM'd me on Instagram, and I told her to send me a friend request on Facebook so we could talk more fluently, since that's where I do most of my business, right? So after she sent me the friend request, she practically settled on the wig that she wanted, and she's like, so say it was, we're gonna call her Sky, what should we call her? Candace. Okay, so we're gonna call her Candace. So say Candace was like, hey girl, this is the wig I want, and this is what I want you to do to it. So what she wanted me to do, she wanted the wig, she wanted to be customized, I think she wanted it to be plucked, and she wanted me to install the wig for her. Now at this time, I recently deleted my website, even though I'm still doing business with like my regular clients. I deleted the website because it was too much work while I was going to school. So before this, I wasn't going to school. So at the time that she messaged, at the time she DM'd me, I wasn't going to school, but I was working. So I was working as a full-time employee, doing personal support work. With those things, you can't like come like an hour late, or like if you're gonna be late, you have to like say it has to be like an absolute emergency, or you have to like tell them from way before, because people are dependent on you, right? And usually these people are people with mental health, or they're older people. So I said to her, can we do it like she wanted me to like do her hair in the week, I believe, and I said it would be a little bit more convenient for me to do it on the weekend. She said, nah, you know what, I want to do it on the week. So like, no problem. So I think it was like a Thursday or something, but I knew it was a weekday, and I gave her the appointment time of I believe it was like 2 o'clock. So it would take me like an hour to do her hair, and of course, you know, you're chatting and stuff like that. So I gave myself like an hour and a half just to do her hair, and then an hour and a half to get ready for work, and then an hour to get to work, right? So remember that time. So say the time is 2 p.m. Now just remember 2 p.m. So what's her name? Sky, her name is Candace. Okay, so her name is Candace. She has an appointment for 2 p.m. She has I have her wig, and prior to this, my policy is you pay deposit of half the money for the wig, not the installation, because people sometimes change their mind on installation. So they pay a deposit on the installation for the wig, and then when you come, you pay the other half, and you pay the installation fee. All right, so like 3 days before, I believe, instead of sending me just the half for the deposit, she sent me the entire money for the wig. Now I looked at it, I didn't accept it, I believe. So I looked at it, I was doing something, and I think I accepted it like a few hours before she came to the appointment. All right, so it's time for her appointment now. She's supposed to turn up at 2. I'm waiting for her before I even say that, prior to this, she's been very nice to me. I've been very nice to her. Everything has been professional. I have no reason to feel like this girl is gonna be disrespectful towards me. Like no, like absolutely no reason. So I have no reason to feel like this girl would be disrespectful to me in any sort of way. We've been very cordial to each other, very professional. Mark you, she did seem very rushed, but it is what it is, right? Anyway, so the day comes. It's the weekday. I say it's Thursday. I don't remember the exact day. And if I think I have some of the, because the lengths that I went to, I think I have some of I have some receipts. So I will probably put some receipts here or over here, just so that you guys can see some of. But I know in the end I didn't have all of them, and I did change my phone. Anyway, so the day comes, and 2 o'clock comes. She's not there. So I didn't say anything. I always give people a half an hour grace period, because that's why I say in my mind, okay, even if the appointment is gonna take me an hour, I say an hour and a half, because people are always late, right? So she's supposed to come at 2 o'clock. She's not there. So mark you, before before I continue with the story, remember that I am going to work at 5. I'm supposed to be at work. I'm supposed to be behind my desk at, well, not a desk. I'm supposed to be in the home by 5 p.m. And this girl is supposed to be there at 2. Or what was it, 5:30? No, I think I'm supposed to be there at 6, because I remember, okay. So I'm supposed to be at the home at 6. And she's supposed to have her appointment at 2. That would give me a lot of time to do her hair and get ready and go about my business on public transportation, because guys, I don't drive. I take public transit, right? So 2 o'clock comes, she's not there. 2:30 comes, she's not there. 2:45 comes, she's not there. So I text her. I said, hey girl, like, what's up? What's popping? Like, why are you late? She's like, oh, she had something to do, something about some kids or whatever. So I said, no problem. Just tell me when the soonest you can get here. 3 o'clock comes, she's not there. 3:30, she's like, oh, she's on her way now. So I'm like, okay, no problem. Now I need to leave by 4, which I said to her. I said, girl, I have work, so if you can't come, we can reschedule it for another day. We can reschedule for another day. And that was always fine with me. You know, if anything happens, we can always reschedule it for another day. She's like, no, I'm on my way, whatever. So I'm like, girl, I need to like leave the house at 5 to get to work at 6, because I take public transit. She's like, no problem, I'm coming. So I said, okay. So she steps through the door. She's almost 2 hours late. So the only time I had to bathe before she came. I took a shower. I fixed up myself. You know, I was ready to leave, because I knew that by the time I was finished doing whatever I was doing with her hair, then I would have to just leave, right? Now, she said that she wanted something that would be easy to take off, right? So I knew she didn't want like a full installation with like the lace glue. So what I would do in those cases, like if someone just wanted to wear the wig, like for an event, I would just use either got to be glue spray or the gel, and I would do the cap method on them, so it will last them like a day or so, that they can just probably rip off the prior day, but then it would be still easier for them to put it back on when they wanted to, so they wouldn't have to cut the lace for themselves or whatever. So she came, I did what I was supposed to do, and I'm rushing. I'm telling her, girl, if you need anything else, just tell me, because you came late, whatever, but I don't mind like if you need like another install or whatever. So she says, oh my gosh, so pretty, oh my gosh, love it, whatever. And I told her, mind you, I told her, don't move a lot, because I'm rushing, and so I can't sit down for your hair to dry, because I need to get to work. But if anything occurs, like, just tell me. And I gave her some like supplies and stuff like that for her to like fix it and shit like that. Now mark you, this hair is like almost like glueless, so all you have to do is probably just like take the band at the back and snap it, and it will be good, right? So I even took pictures. I'm not sure if I still have the pictures, but anyway, so when she's like walking out the door, and I'm rushing too, so when she's like walking out the door, I'm like, okay, can you like give me money for like installation? And she says, oh, I think I paid you already. And I'm like, I don't think so, but I'm gonna check the e-transfer that you sent to me, and then, you know, if you didn't, I'll just send you the bill. because I remember her paying me more than she was supposed to, but I don't think it was enough for the installation. Gave her some tips, gave her some products, gave her some wig caps and stuff. So I'm like, I have no reason to believe that she will like be a thief, so to speak. So I just left because I had to call a taxi, and taxi was there. I had to rush to work. So I'm going to work. I checked the e-transfer. I recognize that she, and okay guys, don't laugh at me, it's not a lot of money, but it's a lot of money to me. And it's the principle of it. It's disrespectful to like have me work for something first of all and have me waiting there for you and then not want to pay my money. But anyway, whatever. So I think her total, her balance was like less than $50. It was like probably like $40 or something like that. It happened so long ago. So it was like $40. So when I got into the taxi, I recognized, oh shit, she actually didn't pay me like the money for the installation. It was only the money for the wig that she paid me. So I just screenshot the amount that she gave me. I sent it to her. I said, hey girl, hope you like the install, hope you like the wig. Here's the total. This is what you sent to me. I have her on Instagram, and I have her on Facebook. So by the time she walked out, like she was clearly in love with the wig and the install. By the time she walked out of my apartment, she had like 6 posts up of her in the wig, like being like, oh my gosh, like my new hair, whatever, and people complimenting her or whatever. So anyway, 1 hour goes by, no money. 2 hours go by, no money. So when it was like 7 o'clock at night, I texted her, I'm like, hey girl, like don't forget about me. Remember that you have the whatever balance for me. She's like, yeah girl, I didn't forget. So 8 o'clock comes by now, and I remember because I was on my break, and I said, let me see if she sent me money, and like, you know, I just didn't get it. So I went in my email thing. That's when you send e-transfer to people, you know, obviously you get the email, right? So I got the email. So there was like no email in my email. So I sent to her like, hey girl, whatever. She's like, actually I don't think I'm gonna send you any money because I had to go to someone for them to fix the wig for me. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like where's this coming from? So she's like, yeah, you didn't install it properly, so and so. So I just kindly screenshot what she sent me, like that she wanted me to just like, she said, oh, you didn't use glue or whatever, and I just kindly like screenshot what she said, and I think I put it at the bottom saying, you said you just wanted something to take off or whatever, and if it was a full install, probably if you like, I think I was saying to her like, if you actually changed your mind and you actually wanted like a full installation, like with actual lace glue and not like the got-to-be glue, which can serve you like a week anyway, you could have, if you had like turned up early for the appointment, we could have totally done that. But you came like an hour and a half late, and then you were rushing me, and I told you expressively, I said that we could reschedule this so we wouldn't be like rushing each other, and you were fine with it. You still came. So how do you love the lace? You have the pictures of you up on Facebook. If you don't like it, then you should have said to me, hey Olivia, the wig isn't installed properly, can I come back? Because I said to you like, if you need anything, I even gave you like free supplies and shit like that. Like I was just going off on her. She's like, whatever. Then she blocked me. So before she blocked me, I screenshot like a lot of her, because since I don't know, it's like I had an inkling in my mind that she just wasn't gonna pay me since she walked through the door. But I was so late for work, like I was trying not to like entertain that thought. So I literally had screenshot a lot of her friends from her. So I had gone on her Facebook and like screenshot all her friends, like family and friends. You know how they have that little part on Facebook that you see like family and friends, sister, brother. I had screenshot all of that. So I had screenshot all of that just in case like she tried to scam me, right? So I contacted all of them. I said, listen to me, your girl is wrong for this. And I screenshot all the pictures that like she took boasting about the wig and stuff like that. And then I sent it to them. Most of them ignored me. One person was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she would do that to you. Like she's literally on her page like flexing since like 3 o'clock with the wig, like practically saying like, because I was explaining like, oh, I was late for work, so I kind of left, and she had sent me this money but she didn't send me the rest. And they were practically saying, oh yeah, like she's been like flexing with the wig since like evening. I saw her post. The wig looks so nice. How all of a sudden, no, you didn't install the wig properly? Like, what is she talking about? Plus, I've seen your other wig. Just like people, like I didn't recognize that this girl had like a small following, like probably like 300, 400 people like follow her. Like I think she posts like very risque photos and stuff like that. Risque. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, and she blocked me and this and that. So I started like posting on her page. And I said, listen to me, we can deal with this off, or I can just blow up on your thing, because you blocked me, you're here flexing on the wig, whatever. At this point, I had tried to contact her personally before like posting it actually on her page. I had went on her Instagram where she had first met me, like DM me, and I had messaged her from my personal account to say, my girl, like, you need to give me my fucking money. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, I don't care how little the money is. You a thief. You out here posting Instagram stories. If the wigs look so bad, why are you still posting the pictures? And who are you gonna get to fix a wig at like 7 o'clock at night? You were quite fine with it up until like an hour ago, and at this point it's like 8 o'clock, 8:30, right? So she blocked me on that. So I did some investigation, and I found another page that she had, and I started messaging that page from like my business account. So she kept blocking my comment, and then I started just like spamming. I know this is probably not the best thing, but it's probably not the grown-up thing to do, but I just started spamming like all her posts. And she had the audacity to go to a party that night and post pictures of her and her friend. So part of my video got lost, but whatever. What I wanted to say was, the people, when I screenshot all the friends and family and stuff, I think I messaged her probably on 3 separate accounts. She kept blocking me, and then after like the chat that I do have, she was like saying, oh, I have the messages, I have that. Now for the wig comes pre-plucked. Everyone knows that pre-plucked though means plucked to the gods, right? When she looked at the wig, she was quite fine with how it was plucked. She didn't want it. I even said to her like, oh, if you need anything, just tell me and I'll do it, whatever. She waited 2 days because I got some of the times wrong, like the hours. She waited almost 2 days because she didn't pay me the first day or second day. She waited almost 2 days to then change her mind. Like she didn't, not really 2 days, like she waited like a day and some before she changed her mind and said, oh, you know, I'm not gonna pay you, right? So even as some of her followers, when I was posting on her page, they were like, oh my gosh, and she's out here like posing with the thing. And also I really need to look that up. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But when she first said to me like, oh, she's not gonna pay me the money because the wig wasn't glued down properly or something like that, she said she had to go to someone like a salon or something. Like I said, I had to have someone glue it down for me. And then in the second chat, which I showed previously in the video, she said that, oh, it wasn't, she had to glue it down. Like she was just not making sense. Some of her followers saw that, and I'm gonna insert some of the clips, or I don't know if I can find it. I'm gonna insert a few of the chats where they say, oh, you can see someone online and they think that they have it all, but they're actually out here scamming people, right, to get and look how they want to look. It was just very messed up, but it was kind of petty because it was only, I looked through in the chats, it was only $45. But Jesus. And then she has the audacity to say, oh, I have the messages, and show them the messages. Why did you block me then? Why block me? Show your followers the messages. Why you keep blocking me? Because that's someone who, if you actually have the receipts to prove what you're saying, you wouldn't actually go ahead and say nothing. You would just screenshot and say, see, this is what happened. But she couldn't do that. She only had talk, I guess. I guess she wanted to speak a certain way in the chats when she was speaking to me at the last time, because she recognized that I kept posting the chats like in her, like on her profile. So she wanted to make it seem like she was innocent. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the story time. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.